Hey friends, how are you? Happy Wellness Wednesday to you. It is your favorite board certified holistic health coach. I am super excited to be talking to you today on a wellness topic that I am very, very passionate about, and that's this whole idea about becoming well physically so that we can get on to doing more of the things that matter on this side of eternity. I struggled with an autoimmune illness for 10 years, and I'm super grateful to be on the other side of that, so much so that I have decided to steward my healing in a way that says, not why, God, but what would you like me to do with this? And so my passion is to be able to connect with as many people as possible and let them know that they are worth being set free. I knew that for years. I knew I was fighting with purpose, for purpose, on purpose, and that God allowed that sting of that illness for the time that He did so that I could have an incredible amount of passion for people to help them know that they're worth being set free and that their life matters, that their vessel matters, this vessel that God has given us, this body, and how we steward that body on this side of eternity matters. The capacity to which we offer hope to people and what it is that did He wire us to do is so important. I made a pact with God. I said, you've given me a gift of healing. I'm having a lot more wins than losses with my health, and I want to steward that well. I want to operate out of gratitude for that. And He continues to bring people into my path who need help, who need hope for tomorrow, and it's such a blessing to be able to do that. You know, there's a famous saying out there by Kevin Trudeau, and his saying is, most people have no idea how good their bodies are designed to feel. I believe that. At one point I was well, but then I seriously declined over time, and so I am so grateful because I had a place where I knew what wellness was, and then I went through illness for a long time, and now I'm on the other side of that, operating out of gratitude. My hope and my belief is that you come to a place where you wave your white flag and say, I'm not the best version of myself yet, but I know it's possible. I knew for that 10-year battle, I knew I was fighting with a purpose, for purpose, on purpose. I knew that there was something there that told me deep down in that second brain of my body, my gut, that I was fighting for a reason. And initially I thought it was just for me and for my family, to be a better version to my spouse, to be a better mom to my kids. That mattered to me. But God was showing me, you matter to me and your life matters to me. And I want to make sure that you value it so much so that you trust me for this process, know that I'm going to see you through, and that I'm going to give you the ability to have impact on a lot of people. So He has faithfully provided that. I have been to the #1 nutrition school in the world. I value helping people figuring out nutrition theories that are on a bio-individual basis. And I value helping people see and tap into what I like to call the good life. This is where we are grateful for what we have so much so that we say, okay, God, now what would you like me to do with this healed, better version of myself so that I can make you famous and bring you more glory and share your love and your light with the world that is struggling for hope. There's so many people out there who are struggling for hope. Last August, my husband and I spent our 25th wedding anniversary over in Redding, California, participating in something that God wired in my heart a long time ago to do, and that's this whole idea of disaster relief. And that community was devastated by fire, and we were able to spend a week there. And as I was driving home, we were talking about the magnitude of that trip and what a blessing it was for our life. And it was probably one of the hardest weeks of our lives, but it was also one of the best. It's just a very bittersweet moment to be whole and well and show up for people when they're in their pain. And I was like, gosh, I just want people to know this space in your soul that God can fill when we show up for people in their pain. And I was like, how do we communicate this to people? How do we get people to do what we're doing? Or how do we get people to know that they're worth having purpose on their life, that there's plans to prosper and not harm them? I'm like, there's so many people that are missing out. And, we've had some incredible life experiences that the world says, do this, do that, experience this, go on this trip, spend this money, buy that trinket, that just absolutely pale into comparison to that space in your soul that God fills when you start doing the things that He's wired you to do, and how important it is that our bodies are well. Like, I was thinking as we were driving home, like, I'm so grateful that I'm physically able and capable and appreciating the capacity to which I'm able to show up for these people in their pain. And I'm grateful that I have the ability to do it. And there's so many things about our lives that we're just not operating out of enough gratitude for, because, you know, when the statement that we start with is I, that means that we're operating out of selfishness. And when we are looking to others, when we're looking to put others first, that's where God really shows up, and He uses us when we are others focused, and to know that there's things about our lives that He's pre-wired us for that matter, or the activities, that the conversations that we're having, they all matter. You matter. I matter. What we do on this side of eternity matters. And your ability to steward your vessel well and get well, it matters. It's important that you're operating out of max capacity. So I would be so grateful to have the opportunity to speak some life into you and to show you that you're worth being set free. I don't know what capacity you're operating at, but I would love to help you have some more wins than losses, whatever that is. We've got so much ability, so many things to impact on this side of eternity. I would love to be partnered with you in that. So hope you're having a great day. Thanks for tuning in to Wellness Wednesday, and we'll see you soon.